In this episode of Genius Digital Marketing, we're going to be talking about real search engine optimization. SEO is one of the most gimmicky scam marketing services out there. If you've ever worked with an SEO company, you probably have had some type of experience like this. Lots of promises, lots of long-term goals, lots of reports, but at the end of the day, it just doesn't affect your bottom line. I'm actually going to provide for you in this video 3 instructions that if you follow them, you absolutely will yield not only long-term traffic increases on your website, but increased conversions, leads, and sales as well. All right, the first instructions is to totally orientate your thinking around evergreen pages. In the old days, SEO was about blog articles and meta descriptions and meta tags and titles, and sitemaps and menus and et cetera, et cetera. The reality is that that's just not the way that Google specifically ranks websites against each other. Evergreen pages are the best way to get your company to specifically rank #1 on a search result for a single keyword or term. It's important that you identify what these are. For each company, each industry, it's very different. But if you take the time to actually research what people are searching for, you will find that there are opportunities to create evergreen pages in which your company can rank 1, 2, or 3 organically in search, which can have tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of visitors clicking on every month. All right, so 3 really important things to understand about evergreen pages is 1, they're dedicated to a single keyword or term. So if you want to rank #1 when somebody types in a particular question, then your page better be all about the answer to that question or all about that topic. 1 keyword. #2, these are endless scroll pages. So these are pages that are literally going to have ebook content, infographic content, webinar content, testimonials, guides, tutorials, tips. You should be able to literally sit there and scroll for minutes, an hour. It literally never ends. And they're always being updated, all the time. The best evergreen pages are literally updated daily, all the time, all the time, all the time, with new content as you continue to grow and evolve your content calendar. All right, so once you've identified your evergreen page that you want to build, you've focused on a keyword, you've built a structure so that it's endless scroll, you've started to put always updating content on it, then the single most important part of search engine optimization is influencer outreach. Today, the single most important component of what website ranks at the top of the list in Google is how many authoritative links are coming back to that page. And so to get those links, to get those linkbacks, what you have to do is you have to reach out to specifically, and this is our recommendation, 3 types of people. The first are bloggers. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of people that post daily, weekly, monthly, regular content to their website. And if you can provide for them an ebook or an infographic, or perhaps you do a guest post, they absolutely will write about you and they will link back to your evergreen page. The second is writers. There are people that all their job is to create content on websites, on news sites, all the time, everywhere, really, really important. And they're always looking for new content. Well, if you can build up a network of those, and there are lots of services that allow you to blast out your content to hundreds of them at a time, and you can begin to provide really good content, they'll take you up on it every time because they have to fill that space, again, on a daily, if not very, very regular schedule. The third type of outreach that you can do is celebrities. It's amazing. If you can get a celebrity to post a link on social media, you can have the opportunity to drive so much traffic to your evergreen page that you'll see an immediate boost. That being said, you can absolutely pay for all 3 of these things, but you don't necessarily have to. One of the things that you want to do as you're analyzing the keyword or term that you're focusing on is to look at the pages that are already ranking at the top and then use a tool to actually identify how many links are coming back to each one of those pages. And usually, if the top page has 27 or 57 links coming back to it, if you can get above that number, 60 links, 70 links, 80 links, you will actually jump the organic search result in terms of what people see on Google when they type in a question. All right, the third most important instruction for real SEO are linkbacks. So I've already talked about this, but it can't be understated. The main element that Google is using to measure one website against another is how many links you have coming back to your website. The best links are ones from authoritative websites. An example of this is if you get a link from Red Cross Shoes Jacksonville.com to your website, well, that's great because any link from a legitimate website is a good thing. But if you get a link from redcross.org back to your website, that link, that link back, that's going to count as like 200 links. And so the authority of the website matters. What type of website they are, how long they've been around, what's on the site itself, how many people go to it. Matter. Authoritative links are matter. It's weighted. Second type of link back, social media. I've seen it firsthand when you get a topic and or a link or a resource that is trending and is getting passed around and you get a whole bunch of people clicking on it in a really short period of time. All that boost in traffic that you get, it will naturally and organically increase your ranking. And then lastly, I spoke about this earlier, reaching out to news outlets. I mean, there's literally probably 10 to 25 to 100 news outlets that are literally begging for content. And if you can provide them content and then you can tell them this is where I want you to link in the terms that I want you to link from, they'll do it. All right. In conclusion, just so that everybody's crystal clear, the goal of Evergreen Pages, real SEO, is to organically rank #1 in all 50 states across the nation and perhaps even the world for a high traffic search term. That's the key. If you do this, you can absolutely double, triple, quadruple the website traffic to your website, and this has all sorts of positive effects on the people that actually come to your site, click your button, call your phone number to create a lead. Thanks for listening. I hope this is helpful. If you want some support, if you want to speak to an expert, please reach out to me personally and a member of my team will follow up with you and we can start a discussion. Thank you. Have a great day.